Good morning, good morning, good morning, and wake up, wake up, wake up. It's your boy, Vincent E. Gray with Be Invisible. I have your morning motivational snackable on today. I'm telling you, I'm super hyped today, right? I think I'm going to give you a little bit extra verve, a little extra energy. I'm just so excited about this topic that I'm going to be talking about. But before we get ready to jump into our conversation, I think you already know what I'm going to say. Go get your pen, go get your note apps, and open up your notebook. I'm going to grace you with some delicious, supercalifragilistic, expialidocious game on the day. I mean, this is going to be a good breakfast. I want to start off by saying yesterday we was talking about clean up, everybody clean up. They're running away. And we were just talking about responsibility. And I want to continue that conversation by letting you know that you're responsible for how your life turns out. Nobody else. You're responsible for how your life turns out. Nobody else. And the reason why I say that is because you can't blame mama and you can't shame daddy. you can't blame or shame them for how your life turned out or who you have become because you're grown now. You're grown now. Some of you some of you are not even grown now. But I'm not going to tell you to get over it, but I'm going to tell you to get help for it. Right. Because your emotions are indicators. They shouldn't be dictators. I'm serious. Your parents, you know, some people say, oh, you all have some strong genes. You know, you have strong genes. I'm going to put it to you like this. I'm about to get poetic on you. Your parents provide you the genes, but you choose how you wear them. I'm going to tell you that there's some stuff in the family, and I don't want to talk on it too much. I'm like, I'm not wearing that. No. Them jeans, I was about to say what the jeans were, but I don't want to get no phone calls or text messages. I'm like, I'm not wearing that. Send them to the cleaner. Matter of fact, send them to the flea market. I'm not wearing them. Give them. I'm not even giving them away. Trash them. I'm not wearing those jeans. I want you to know that because what I'm trying to say is that you're responsible for how your life turns out. You're responsible for the outcome of your life. And the reason why I say that is because your decisions determine how your life turns out. And every decision you make is a step towards your success or a step towards a failure because the quality of your decisions determine the quality of your life. And the decisions that you live by create the world that you live in. So in order to change the world that you live in, you got to change the decisions that you live by. I think it's one person who really can encapsulate what I'm talking about. She's the personification of, to me, she's the poster child of being responsible for your life. I mean, her story is a powerful reminder is that you're the captain and you're the author of your life. And her name is Kathy Hughes. I don't know if you ever heard of her before, but you've seen her work like Radio One or Urban One. That's her. But her life didn't start out, rich and famous. Seriously, you got some people who born with a spoon in their mouth, but then you got some people like Elon Musk and Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. They children, they not born with a spoon in their mouth. They born with food in their mouth. There's a difference. I'm serious. And this woman, Kathy Hughes, man, she humble beginnings. She grew up in Nebraska, 1947. Her mom was a musician. Her dad, real talk, her dad, he was the first African-American to become an accountant at Creighton University. And at the age of 14, she had to start working because, trying to make ends meet. And then by 17, she pregnant. Right. And you already know how some mothers like, I don't want my daughter around her. I'm like, man, she's pregnant, not a problem. But she turned her oops into an opportunity. Ooh, I'm going to snap on that. She turned her oops into an opportunity. She turned her obstacles and into opportunities and her problems into possibilities. See, anybody who counted you out, they can't count. Yep, I don't care how you messed up. Anybody who counted you out, they can't count. Okay, I'm getting all over the place, man. But let me get back to my girl, Kathy Hughes. Then after that, she was like, I can't do this in Nebraska. I have to go to Washington. Why did she have to go to Washington? Because your environment determines your development. Write that down. Your environment determines your development. If, for example, if you take a fish out of water, he's about to doom, but you put him back in water, he bloomed, his genius emerged. And she said, I have to get to Washington. And she went to Howard University. And she went into the communication department. That was her right environment. When you're in your right environment, you begin to bloom. Your gift always make room for you. When you're in the right room, your gift begin to bloom. This year, I need you all to get into the right room. And when you get into the right room and when you get at the table, make sure that you at the table and not on the menu. Because some of us, we get to the table and then you're supposed to be advocating for yourself. You're supposed to be advocating for the community. And then all of a sudden you on the menu. And what do I mean by you on the menu? You constantly getting ordered around. You order on the menu. Okay, let me get off of that. And so she had a humble, so she had this child and she moved to Washington and she like, man, how am I going to do this? And people didn't already counted her out, but she had one thing going for her. She understood the law of clarity. I want you to write this down. The law of clarity suggests one simple thing. The more clear you are about where you want to go, the quicker you get there. Because your future have to move into you before you can move into your future. This year, I want your future to move into you. When your future move into you, it's only a matter of time when you go move into your future. This year, move into your future. Get a clear picture of where you want to go. Then it got to the point she was like, all right, I have to start owning stuff. I have to own this radio station. Her and her husband went to the bank. They was denied 32 times. Some of you all would have stopped the third time, but I'm going to give you some good game that my guy, Rodney Hubbard, always remember this dude's name. My guy, Rodney Hubbard, he said, every no, you have to turn your no into dough. I was like, God, man, bro, snaps on that, Rodney. You have to turn your no into dough, because no don't mean no. No mean next, and next mean go get that check. I'm going to tell you, no don't mean no. No mean next, and next mean go get that check. So the 33rd time when she went back to the bank, they gave her the loan. She got the radio station. She doing good. She having a hard time. Then all of us, I don't know what happened to her marriage. Then all of a sudden her husband left. Like, what? Her hubby, he left. I don't know what he was on, but hubby left. And then she lost the house. And you already know people was talking. Then she moved into the radio station. You know people talking now. You and your son, y'all living in that radio station. That don't make no sense. And then all of a sudden, 3 years later, she's a multimillionaire. And then them same people who was talking about her, they turned around and said, girl, I knew you could do it. See, I want you to know one thing. Anybody who counted you out, they can count. And she never quit, because this is something, I want you to write this down. Write this down. This is important. When you feel like quitting, remember why you started. Before you quit, remember why you started. This year, I don't want you to quit. I want you to commit. She became a multi-millionaire because she understood that she was responsible for how her life turns out. The Calvary not coming. Man, why don't you? These people not going to put you on because they not on. And you can't get upset when people who won't celebrate your success. They never celebrated their own success. Why do you think they're going to celebrate yours? I'm trying to give you good game. I want you to know one simple thing. And I'm getting quiet because this is really powerful, because I'm really talking to young people, that you are responsible for how your life turned. I don't know how, no other way to say it, but you are responsible for how your life turned out, because January 10th is coming. What's January 10th? That's National Dropout Day. What do I mean by National Dropout Day? January 10th, that's the day when people stop following. You know, they wrote all their resolutions down on January 1st. By January 10th, they drop out and they stop and they go back to their default. They go back to what they was doing all of the time. I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to know that you're responsible for your life. And the quality of your decisions determine the quality of your life. That's all I have for you. My name is Vincent Gray, Be Invincible. As always, never let what your eyes see determine what your heart believes. Don't enjoy your day. Make sure your day enjoy you. Have a great one. See you tomorrow. Be great.